I'm going to walk you through every icon and every feature on the interface of ChatGPT so that you not only know what they are, but you know how to use them. With all the changes that have been made on the interface, you're going to discover some features and icons that you've never used before, and it's going to improve the efficiency of your everyday workflow personally and professionally. Now, to support your learning, I've created a downloadable PDF that will outline all of the icons and features that I'm going to share with you in this video. And as a bonus, to enhance your learning, I've included additional links in the PDF on some of the key features so that if you want to go deeper and learn the step-by-step on how to use them, you can do that too. Now, this is about a 40-minute video, and I highly recommend that maybe you watch it in parts where you absorb some of it, test it out, come back to the video, and continue that. And I think what you'll also discover is that it took me a lot of time and effort to create this for you. So all I ask in return is for you, if you get any value out of it, like the video. Please subscribe if you already aren't subscribed. Please share it with some friends who you feel could use this. And most importantly, feel free to leave a comment. I answer all of the comments. I look forward to hearing what you have to say, and it certainly even helps me build future videos for you. So enjoy the video and good luck on your ChatGPT journey. All right, these are the ChatGPT features and icons. The closed sidebar. All right, we're going to start left to right. If you go to the top left corner, you'll see where the icon says closed sidebar. You select that, and all you have here now is a much cleaner interface. It's hiding all of your ChatGPT history and activity. And then if you want to reopen that, you go to the OpenAI ChatGPT icon, click on that, and you open the sidebar again. And now we have all of our activity and other features. Next up, new chat. Next, we have the new chat button. Now, the new chat button is important because ChatGPT remembers everything that we ask it in the chat that we're in. So, for instance, here's a chat that I had where I was looking for what are the wait times on the Peace Bridge. I'm going to be heading over to Canada soon from Buffalo, and it was giving me information on that. Now, the nice thing about ChatGPT is that it remembers everything in the chat, so I can refer back to any of the other questions I asked it. It'll already know what we said, so I don't have to repeat any of that. Now, when I'm jumping to a new topic, it makes more sense to go and hit the new chat button, because if you don't and you jump into a new topic, it may confuse ChatGPT. It might start giving answers where it combines the two different topics. So all of a sudden, blended in my strategic plan might be something about the Peace Bridge. You don't want to take that chance. So whenever you're working on a new topic, you go to New Chats, select New Chats, you get that clean interface, and now you can start working on that new topic. Next, search chat. The next feature on our sidebar is search chats. Now, this feature is going to become more and more important as you're using ChatGPT. I've been using ChatGPT for over 2.5 years. I've got 2.5 years worth of chats. This is the fastest way, the easiest way to find some of those chats, especially if they were months or years ago. All you have to do is select search chats. I was working on a book a few months ago, and I was referring to the 80-20 Pareto rule. So if I just plug in 80-20 rule, it's going to give me every chat where 80-20 was in the chat. This will make it a lot easier for you to find what you're looking for. That's the search chat feature on the sidebar. Next, we have Codex. Now, I'm not going to spend any time with Codex other than to tell you what it is. It's ChatGPT's cloud-based software engineer agent that answers code-based questions, executes code, and drafts pull requests. This is for people who want help with speeding up the process of coding. This is something that's beyond the beginner stage, so I'm not going to spend any time with it. However, if this is something that interests you, all you would have to do is press Codex like I did, and if this is your first time in it, you press Get Started, and then it's going to ask you to sign in. You sign in with the same account that you have with ChatGPT. Once you've signed in once, you'll never have to sign in again because now it's linked to your ChatGPT account. Next, we have the library feature. Next sidebar feature is library. When you select library, all of the images you've ever created in ChatGPT show up. Now, this is a nice feature because, as I showed you, it's very easy to search chats, to search words of previous threads, but it was very hard to search images. Now, with the library feature, it's easier than ever to go into all of your images. And if you want to download any of them, you can always just refer back and download the image or share it with somebody else. Next up, we have Sora. Our next sidebar feature is Sora. Now, you can create images with ChatGPT, and I'm going to show you that shortly. However, there's also what's called Sora, and this is a next level image making. Plus, it can also make text to video, videos as well. So the image making on ChatGPT, on this interface right here, is very good. But if I want to create an image that is more photorealistic, that perhaps looks like a famous person or something like that, then I am going to Sora. Now, Sora, if you've never been there, similar to what I showed you on Codex, it's going to ask you to sign in. Use the exact same account information that you have with ChatGPT. And once you've signed in once, then you will always be in. Now, the nice thing about Sora is that it just focuses specifically on image making and video making. And it is just next level images. If I'm creating images that I just need something fast, I'll just go to ChatGPT. But most of the time, I'm creating my images on Sora because, as you can see with some of these examples, this is truly next level image and video making. And it's as simple as just going to the prompt box in Sora and describing your image. And if you'd rather have a video, you select video and then describe your video, and you'll get up to a 10-second video, or you'll get high quality images. That sidebar feature, Sora, you definitely want to check this one out. Now, just a reminder, in the PDF, if the description is underlined, that means that there is a link to another video that gives you full step-by-step instructions on how to use that feature. This video is just to show you the basics of all the icons and features that are out there. But if you want to go deeper after you watch this video, you can click on any of the descriptions that have an underline, and it will share a step-by-step video on those features. Next, we have GPTs. Next sidebar feature is GPTs. Now, what GPTs are your own personal chatbots that can speed up the process of any of those mundane tasks that you have. I've created over 40, and to give you an example, I have GPTs that just speed up the process of checking my grammar. I have GPTs that help me with branding and marketing. I have GPTs that help me with rewriting my posts so that they have more viral characteristics. You can create these GPTs in less than 5 minutes with ChatGPT. Now, if you select the GPTs icon, it's going to bring you to what's called the GPT store, where millions of people all over the world have shared
their GPTs so that it can give you an idea of what's possible. And you'll see that there's GPTs that are speeding up the process of just about every aspect of people's lives. Now, you'll see the most popular ones on the front page. You could take a look, try them out, see if any of them are useful to you. All you have to do to create your own personal GPT is press the Create button, select that, and your own personal GPT programmer is right here. And in the prompt box, all you have to do is tell it what you want, and within minutes, it will have created your own personal chatbot. Now, if you want to learn how to create your own GPT, in the PDF that I shared with you, I've created a separate video that shows you the step-by-step on how to create a GPT for yourself. So after you watch this video, check that out. And that was the sidebar feature, GPTs. Next up, projects. Next item on our sidebar features is the new project. Now, if you're using ChatGPT as long as I have, 2.5 years, you're going to have a lot of chats that are going to be collected on the left-hand side from all of the past conversations that you've had with ChatGPT. And as you can see, I am using ChatGPT all the time. Now, the nice thing about new projects is you could put these chats in file folders, really clean up that sidebar. And it's as simple as selecting new project, writing a project name. I'm going to go with video script prompts. I'm working on a text to video. And based on where this technology is going, I know I'm going to be doing this a lot more. So I'm going to create a project name, video script prompts, create project. And now what we have is ChatGPT within the video script prompts file itself. Now here's the advantage. If I ever want to have a conversation about video script prompts, I can go to my project video script prompts and open that up because it's going to save all of the future chats that I have in this file folder. If I had previous chats before I made this file and I want to move it in there, all I have to do is find the previous chats. Here's one of them. Select the 3 dots, and you can see where you can take that and now move it, add to a project. We can move it to video script prompts, and boom, there it is. It's out of my chats and now placed in my video script prompts file. Now you do have a couple of other options for each file. You can add instructions on how can ChatGPT best help you with this project. You can ask ChatGPT to focus on certain topics or ask it to use a certain tone or format for responses. And you can add files to make it even smarter and more focused on what you want so that you get even better results. Now, once again, in the PDF, there is a link to a video that shows you a step-by-step on how to use this new project folder. So if you're interested, after you watch this video, just click on the PDF link and that'll bring you to full step-by-step. Next up, attach files. Now we're going to move over to the prompt box here. This is where you can ask ChatGPT anything. If we go and hover over the plus symbol, this is where you put your attachments. Select that and you'll have a couple of options here. You can add photos and files directly from your computer, or you have the option to link your Google Drive or your Microsoft OneDrive right to your ChatGPT account. To make it even easier, I've decided not to link my Google Drive to the ChatGPT account. I prefer to control the files that I put into ChatGPT. So that's a personal preference. That'll be up to you. And that is the plus symbol in the prompt box of ChatGPT. Next up, tools. Next up in the chat. Next up, the toolbox, starting with images. ChatGPT prompt box. We have the tools section, select on that, and 4 different tools pop up. The first one is create an image. If we select that, this is the image maker in ChatGPT. Now, once you've selected the image maker, you'll see that it turns blue so that you know it's on. And all you have to do now is describe an image. And believe me, your imagination is the only thing holding you back. So I'm going to prompt it, create an image of a friendly robot teaching ChatGPT for beginners in cartoon style. And it usually takes about 20 seconds or so to create. And here's the image that I created. And I have options. I could download it. I could share it. In the PDF, I have a video that goes even deeper in how to edit these images, if you like. But now that we've created this image, it's going to end up in my library so that I know I'll always be able to go back to it. And again, for simple images, I'll just stay on ChatGPT. If I want more photorealistic images, just next level images, I'm going to Sora. But as you can see, this does a nice job. That's the create an image in the tools section in the prompt box. All right, next up, search. Next, in the prompt box under tools, we have search the web. We turn that on and the search feature turns blue. And now ChatGPT acts like a search engine. Now, really, the only difference between ChatGPT standard without search and ChatGPT with search is that if you have the search function on, you can be assured you're going to get the absolute latest information. So if something happened 2 hours ago, standard ChatGPT may not know about it, but ChatGPT with the search button on will know about it, will act more like a search engine. So if I ask, give me all the news from this morning, it's going to show that it's searching the web and giving me everything that I need to know that happened this morning. And also, as you can see, it's in more of a search engine type of format with links and everything. Again, really the only difference is you're going to get a more detailed response with current information. Once you're done with the search function, you just turn it off by clicking it again, and now you're back into standard ChatGPT. Next we have write or code. Next up in the tools section, we have write or code. And when you select that, you'll see it says Canvas. Now this is your own personal AI writing assistant. All the documents that I create, I am using Canvas because I literally have an AI assistant that's going to help me communicate better. And whenever I complete a document with Canvas, I've never sounded smarter. So you have some options here. You can upload an existing file, a PDF or Word document or any kind of file. Or if you do have your Google Drive or Microsoft OneDrive attached, you could just go right into there and select something. Or you can just start from scratch. So if I prompted to create a white paper on the history of generative AI and press select, what you'll see that's different when we're in Canvas is that it opens up and the left screen will basically have our own AI agent that's working directly with me in speeding up the process of creating the best document that I can create. Now, what's nice about this is that I can ask my AI assistant here to help make significant changes to the document, or if I want to make just individual changes, I can highlight any part of the document and a small prompt box will open up that I can add requests to and just have it adjust that portion. And then also on the bottom right side, you'll see where it says suggest edits, where I can adjust the length of either the whole document or parts of the document. I can adjust the reading level. I can go from graduate school all the way down to kindergarten if I want to make changes there. I can add a final polish if I want to just, when I'm done, have it just review the whole thing, make it more aesthetically pleasing, and let it flow a little bit better. And then I can also add emojis if I want to. In the PDF, I have a link to a video where I show the step-by-step in far more detail. And that is the canvas function. And when you want to turn that off, all you have to do is click again, and you're back into standard ChatGPT. Next, we have deep research. And the final tool that we have in our toolbox here is Run Deep Research. You turn it on, research turns blue. And this is one of the best features that ChatGPT has. It does a deep research on any topic. I highly recommend everybody try deep research just to test it out. Now, one of the things that you're going to notice immediately with deep research that's different than your standard ChatGPT is that deep research will take somewhere between 10 and 20 minutes to get the final answer. So if I wanted to perform research on the risks of AI hallucinations and best ways to avoid them, I have my deep research function on. Now, typically what you're going to see is that deep research is now going to ask me 3 or 4 more questions because it really wants to get the result that we're looking for. So in this case, are you primarily interested in AI hallucinations and large language models? I'm going to respond yes to number 1. Second question, is the context academic, business, product development, legal, or something else? I'm going to say business. And for 3, would you like the research to focus more on technical causes, real-world case studies, prevention strategies, or policy implications? I'm going to say all. Press enter. Now, as I said, standard ChatGPT is going to give me a quick answer. Deep research is going to take 10 to 20 minutes. So it's going to give me a time bar here. And once it gets started, it's going to show me all of the sources that it's searching. If you want to get into more of the detail of deep research, in the PDF, I have a video linked that will allow you to watch the step-by-step and to truly learn how to use deep research. Now, one of the last things with deep research is that you're limited with the number of deep research that you can perform within a month. I have the Plus plan, which is the $20 a month version, and I get the equivalent of 30 deep research a month, which is basically 1 a day. The free version, you have less, so you want to be mindful as to when you're using this deep research tool. So that's deep research. In the tools section, run deep research. Next, we have the dictate feature. Next icon we have in the prompt box is the dictate icon. I'm not the best typer in the world. I'm one of those people that's really primarily using 2 fingers, so it's obviously slower for me. This is why I like using the dictate feature, because this is speeding up the time it takes me to request something from ChatGPT. All you have to do is press the dictate button here and then tell ChatGPT what you want it to do. So you press create a strategic plan for my generative AI training services. When you're done, you press the check mark. Now it's been entered into the prompt box. You press enter, and now it works. So what's great about this dictate feature is that I speed up the process of whatever it is that I'm working on with ChatGPT. If you're not a great typist, you can choose the dictate button instead. Next up, the use voice mode, one of my favorites. Here's my favorite feature. This is the use voice mode in the prompt box. This is real time voice to voice where you could talk to ChatGPT. All you do is click it. it turns on, and now I have ChatGPT talking to me live. Hi, ChatGPT. How you doing today?
Hey, Tony, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. It's always fun to chat with you live. How's your day going so far?
So far, it's great. We got a really nice day out there. It's going to be about 85 degrees. Beautiful day.
That sounds awesome. It's always nice when the weather's cooperating. Are you planning to get outside and enjoy the sunshine, or do you have a busy day with work and meetings?
I'm planning on getting out there, but I'm just finishing up creating a video for everybody to watch on all of the really key icons and features of ChatGPT. And right now, I'm showing you off.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm honored to be featured. I'm sure everyone's going to love the video and find it super helpful. If there's anything specific you want to highlight or any fun examples you want to include, I'm here to help.
Why don't you just give one main reason why it's a great idea to work with the real-time voice that we're doing right now?
Absolutely. One of the main reasons is that it makes conversations feel so much more natural and engaging. You can get immediate responses and it feels just like talking to another person, which can really help with brainstorming and getting creative ideas flowing.
Sure does. And I tell you, I even spend more time talking to you on the phone app as well.
That's awesome to hear. It's always fun to chat, whether it's on the phone or on your computer. I'm glad it's been helpful and enjoyable for you.
So once you're done, you can just shut it off. And as you see here, everything's been transcribed. So the whole conversation has been transcribed. It does feel like you're talking to another person. So it just makes it easier to have that full conversation. It's one of my favorites, and I highly recommend that you try the use voice mode. Get in the habit of using it. You'll find it's going to make your life a lot easier. Next, we have temporary chat. Now, moving over to the right, you'll see we have this icon that says turn on temporary chat. If you select that, a very noticeable title will pop up. This chat won't appear in history, use, or update ChatGPT's memory, or be used to train on our models. For safety purposes, we may keep a copy of this chat for up to 30 days. So when you're using ChatGPT, if you haven't made the adjustment, which we're going to talk about very shortly, ChatGPT is not only remembering everything that you're putting into it, it's also training on the data that you're entering. Now, when you select temporary chat mode, it's not training on the data. It's not remembering anything about you. And this is important because when you're in standard ChatGPT, it does remember everything that you're adding to it because it wants to customize its needs to you. It wants to be the best AI assistant for you, and the more it learns about you, the more it can customize its answers for you. But there are times where you don't want ChatGPT to remember a request. Like, for instance, if you were looking up a prescription drug for a family member or something like that, perhaps you don't want ChatGPT to remember that. Or maybe you're going to ask how many beers are too many to drink at a family party. So temporary chat is going to give you the standard ChatGPT response, but it's not going to remember that. Now, when you want to get out of temporary chat mode, all you have to do is go to new chat. As you can see, it no longer says temporary chat. Again, temporary chat, go to the right corner and select the dotted voice bubble, and you're back into temporary chat. Next up, customize ChatGPT. Right now, if you go all the way to the top right corner to your profile picture, if you didn't upload a picture, then what you'll see is the first letter of your username there. Click on that, and it's going to open up different setting features. It's also going to have what's called Customize ChatGPT. We're going to focus on that right now. So click Customize ChatGPT, and there's going to be 4 questions it's going to ask you to answer. Now, as I said earlier, every time you use ChatGPT, it's remembering what you're asking it so that it can customize better to your needs. But it only knows you up to the point where you started using ChatGPT. So there's clearly a lot of history that it doesn't know about you. Customized ChatGPT allows you to fill in that history so now ChatGPT can get a well-rounded view of who you are and can do even better of a job to customize the results to your needs. First of all, it's asking what your name is. You want to fill that out because when you're having real voice to voice conversations, ChatGPT will call you by your name. Next question, what do you do? Fill that out. Third question, what traits should ChatGPT have? This gives you the opportunity to have ChatGPT respond however you want it to respond. If you want ChatGPT to respond in a chatty or witty or traditional or straight shooting voice, if you want it to respond humorous, you could ask it to do that. You could have it respond as a historical or fictional character. That's up to you. But fill it out. One of the other things that I've added in mine is a sample of my writing style so that whenever I ask it to check my grammar, it will rewrite it, but still write it in my style so it does sound like me. And then the last question, anything else ChatGPT should know about you? This is where you could fill in a lot of your history. So now ChatGPT has that well-rounded understanding of who you are. And by doing this, you're going to get even better results from ChatGPT that are customized to you. Now in the PDF, I do have a link to a video that gives you a more detailed step-by-step on how to fill this out. But after you filled this out, just press save. I didn't make any changes into mine, so I'm just going to press cancel, and you're done. Next up, we have the memory function. All right, if we go to our profile picture, once more, hit the settings button, go to personalization, and this is where the memories are stored. As you're using ChatGPT, it is remembering what you're asking it. Now, it doesn't save every request that you have for ChatGPT in its memory. It selects which ones it saves. So first of all, if you don't want ChatGPT to save any of your memories, you can turn it off. Once again, it is default on. And then also, if you don't want ChatGPT to reference your chat history, you can also turn that off if you want. They're both default on when you sign up. Right under that are the manage memories. If you select that, then you're going to see all of the memories that ChatGPT has stored that it thinks is important about you so that it knows you better and can respond even better to you as you continue to use it. Now, as you can see here, if you don't like some of these memories, if some of these memories don't make sense to you, you can press and delete individual memories, or you could delete them all. That's up to you. I highly recommend that every once in a while you come into the memory section here and you review the memories that ChatGPT has of you to make sure that they're correct and that they're custom to you. Now, if you're using ChatGPT, you can instruct ChatGPT as you're using it to remember certain facts about you, and they will also be added to the memory bank. That's the manage memory function one. Next, we have improve the model for everyone. Right, if we go back to our profile picture, and this time hit settings, and I'd like you to go to data controls. So if you select data controls, this is very important. As I had said earlier in the video, depending on the plan that you're using, it could be training on all of the data that you're using. So basically, every time you request information, every time you upload information, it's going into the brain of ChatGPT. Now, you may not feel comfortable with that, because I know I'm not comfortable with that. So when you sign up for ChatGPT, for the free version or the plus version, by default, this improve the model for everyone is on. So if I just click on that, it's default on. And what that means is improve the model for everyone, allow your content to be used to train our models, which makes ChatGPT better for you and everyone who uses it. We take steps to protect your privacy. Now, I suggest that you turn yours off. Click it off. This does not change the quality of the response that you get from ChatGPT. It does add one additional level of security just in case you put something confidential or proprietary in there that you didn't mean to. Now, by turning it off, that doesn't mean you can put confidential and proprietary information in ChatGPT. I highly recommend that you don't do that. But by turning it off, it is not training on whatever it is that you're adding to ChatGPT. And because of that, it does add a small additional layer of security. So turn yours off when you're done. Just press done. And it should say now, improve the model for everyone, off. And again, where do you find it? Your profile picture. Click settings. Click data controls. And click improve the model for everyone. Turn it off. Ladies and gentlemen, are all of the latest icons and features of ChatGPT. Once again, if the description on the PDF is underlined, then there is another linked video that goes into even more detail on that feature. Once again, just a reminder, if you like this, please like this, please comment, and please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you again. Take care.